Let me begin with that. So Joe keeps saying the same thing, and we keep making a big deal out of it. Let's say that Joe doesn't get what he wants. Then what?
I mean, that's the question that has no answer.
Right.
And that's the one that I would like to ask Joe Burrow.
Mm-hmm.
And we haven't really had a chance to since the season ended, and probably should have maybe at that point whenever we did last talk to him. But, and that is this could be perceived as threats.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you're saying this is a need.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't we get this done?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Duke says he's talked to you. So if all those facts are true, and you're saying what you're saying now, so what happens if they go a different direction?
Mm-hmm.
Because it feels very much like you're saying, well, I won't agree with this. And I said this on Who They Lied on Friday. He is basically family now in the power that they have given to him.
Right.
Do you know how uneasy that makes them? They have given him this power, and he's kind of out there holding it. He's we talked about this in other ways. It's your daughter walking with the cereal across the kitchen to go take it over. The milk's starting to splash. How much do I trust this? And now you're just saying, well, what happens if it goes good? I don't think we know.
Yeah.
I don't think we know if this is like, it's going to come out as, well, I get it because of X, Y, and Z, or it's going to be, I told them that I was not going to stand for this, that we could do it, and they should have done it, and now I feel this way. And you start going down, and you flip the calendar on the Carson Palmer calendar that people keep in their head, right? Like, where are we at? Where you worry about that from, everyone's always worrying about that. And so I just think that is what does this mean? Does this mean you flip the calendar, or does this mean you say, wish we could have gotten that done? Nobody really knows but Joe.
Right. And that's where I am with this. Okay, we understand the cases for and against giving Tee Higgins what he's looking for. We understand the difficult financial decisions they have. We understand the caliber of players we are talking about. You wrote about Trey Hendrickson earlier this week, and that's a dynamic that you have to consider when talking about T, and it feels like with the public discourse, we're now folding, understandably so, Trey into the conversation about T, which has been taking place for a couple of months. But what I'm most fascinated by is, let's say, when's the league year start? March 10th?
Technically Wednesday, 10th, 12th.
All right, so let's say within 24 hours of the new league year starting, or in the early tampering period, we find out Tee Higgins is an L.A. Charger or a Green Bay Packer, or, God forbid, playing for an AFC team that we don't want him to play for. Okay, then what?